Hi my Miller Babes, welcome back to my channel. I'm girl Kate here and we are back with another piercing video update. As you guys can tell by the title of the video, we're actually going to be discussing the Medusa piercing. So let's get right into the video. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe to the channel. Turn on your post notification bell so you can get notified every time I post another banger. Okay, for those of you who don't know what a Medusa piercing is, a Medusa piercing is this piercing at the top of my lip, which is also known as the philtrum piercing or the Cupid's bow. Okay, you can search it, you can google it. Yes, the piercing goes right through inside my lip. I've got that question for many times, like, is that piercing inside your mouth? Like, is it going through inside? Yes, it does. It is inside. I don't know if I show you guys, but it's gonna be nasty. Here is no piercing. See? That is my piercing, and that is what we call the Medusa piercing. Question number one was, does it hurt? It does hurt so bad. It does hurt so bad, but it also hurts more if you are pierced by a tighter piercing and in the wrong position. I'll explain further. Firstly, when I mean by a tighter piercing, I mean this size piercing. This is a short piercing, but it has a flat surface on the inside to prevent the ring or the ball to scratch on my gums, because my piercing is sitting right here on my gums. Like, that's where I can feel it right here every time when I talk or move, but I don't feel it that much because the flat surface piercing sits right where the hole is, so it literally just moves normally like the lip. It doesn't hurt no more. And what I meant by if it pierced wrong, if it is pierced wrong, it means that it might have come right here instead of going inside. It came from the top to right here, so it is like piercing right through your top lip instead of piercing inside your top lip. I was once pierced like that. My first Medusa piercing was when I was my 21st. It was like 3 days before my 21st, and it came right through right here, right through my top lip, which made it very hard for it to heal, and it was quite extremely painful to be like, it was just quite extremely painful for me. I had to let it go. Okay, and what I did for this piercing this time around, I made sure that the person that I went to pierce at was well qualified. It was quite a bit expensive, but the person was qualified. Okay, the person knew what they were doing, because could be a risky piercing, and I requested for them to pierce me with a little bit longer piercing bar, because one thing I know about myself is that my lips are big and my lip swells and my skin swells pretty easily. So if they pierced me with a shorter piercing like this one and my lip swelled up a little bit because of the irritation or being pierced, it was actually going to swallow the piercing. Yes, like the piercing was going to do this deep, and the more it's that deep, it's holding tight on both sides. It is also making the hole not to heal, so it is causing, like, there's usually moisture around there, so it's like it's too tight and it's causing a lot of irritation. The more you speak, the more you move your mouth, it will also make the piercing or the skin to swell up bigger, because now it's not being given space to swell down, it is tightened. So I asked for them to pierce me with a longer piercing bar, which is the shortest of the tongue rings, but it's quite longer than this piercing, so it's like a little bit this long, so it was able to move down and up. I did not take pictures, but I do have a TikTok. My piercing is not 3, I was about to say 3 months. No, my piercing is like 6 weeks old, so literally my piercing is 2 months old this month. In a few weeks it will be 2 months old. My piercing is it hasn't been there for quite a long time, and it did not hurt the healing process because I was well away. I used an earbud and lukewarm water. The same way I cleaned my nipples was the same way I was cleaning my Medusa, and it did work. I will just rub some ice through the first, second and third day of the swelling. I was just rubbing some ice on it when I could, and it worked like magic. It wasn't really that painful like I expected it to be, because I was a bit skeptical. But one thing I would like for you guys to know is that a Medusa piercing will stink. like any other piercing. All those piercings on your body will stink when they are going through the healing process. It is quite normal. The stink will be smelled by you, but not by other people. But if it is quite infused to a point that other people smell it, it means your piercing has gone wrong and you need to see a doctor, or you need to remove it, or you haven't been cleaning your piercing properly, or it has an infection. But it will stink. Where's the Medusa piercing stinked for me? Like, I had piercings, guys, I've smelled my nose ring, but the Medusa one was quite too much because it's right under my nose. So every time I'll be like, what's that smell? I'm still breathing in the smell from there. So when it was healing, it did stink for quite a week or so. Like, it started having that smell. And I googled, and Google told me that it's quite a normal thing, because the body cells secrete some sort of whatever that causes it to stink. I'll write it down for you guys. I kind of forgot, but I'll write it down for you guys under this under the screen. So yes, and one last thing you need to know about a Medusa piercing is that it's a very, very big step. A Medusa piercing is a piercing that's coming on your face, and it will change how you look, appearance, or in a good or bad way, depending on your personality. But it will show that something has been done to your face and something different is going on your face. So you might want to get a Medusa piercing when you're quite sure that this is what you want. You're not under pressure, or you're not being pushed by anyone to do this piercing, but it is your choice and your will, and you like it. Because there will be people who will talk against it. I've had a lot of people, they know I'm a piercing person, but people still come and be like, you're so pretty, but that piercing, but like, it's affecting your beauty. There will be people who have an opinion. And if you're a person who is influenced easily by people's opinion, then you might end up feeling like you did a wrong move. So might as well think about it first before you do it. Why go through the pain and then let it go? Wasting money, pain. Your sleep is gonna swell for 2 to 3 days. It's gonna look drastic and weird. So why go through all that? Think before you get the piercing done. Me personally, I was kind of going through my depression stages 2 weeks after I got my Medusa, and there were people saying that, oh my god, and I was starting to feel a bit insecure about my looks, because I hadn't had piercings on my face for about 3 to 2 years. So people are now used to the bare face, and I was also now like, oh my god, it's the innocent face and everything, until I got my Medusa and it started looking like, ooh, Betty, she giving Betty. There was people who were complimenting, I'm not gonna lie, oh my god, that piercing, and they were like, that piercing is just interfering with your beauty. So there will be people who will say some negativity and some will bring some positivity. You need to be sure about your decision before you get your Medusa piercing. All right, and thank you guys for staying tuned on this video. If you got to this part of the video, thank you so much guys for the support. I'm gonna see you guys in the next video. Who knows, probably we'll do a tattoo tour, or we'll do a piercing tour, or we'll discuss the other piercings that I have. Let me know down in the comment section what you guys would like to see on my channel, and I will deliver. Goodbye.